We're live now, you can.
Yeah, right.
You right?
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, right, mate.
Oh yeah, you know.
We're
We're live. We're live, mate.
You're right. Yeah, right, mate. Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, right, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, mate,
The
right.
chat isn't gonna. I think only Xavier and I will know what the fuck this is supposed to be referencing. No one else does. Not even David. He's just joining in to be like part of it, which I appreciate, but he doesn't fully know what this is.
I just think that
Yeah?
doing a dumb Australian accent is funny.
You know
what? That's
some
fair.
accent. It's not exclusively Australian. It goes a little bit deeper than that. I can explain it to you after the stream.
It's gonna take 4 hours, and you're gonna want to kill yourself by the end
It's
of it.
gonna be a doctoral
It didn't
thesis.
take that long.
No, I mean because you're gonna get so frustrated hearing every nuance of this bullshit story going, are you fucking kidding me? Every 10 minutes. Because there's some other stupid thing that happened.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're gonna go, wait, really? He did that?
Yeah. Okay, in that case, yeah, 100%. It's so stupid. It's something dumb with this individual happened, like, not too long ago, and I mean, like, within the last, I want to say, 48 hours? Yeah, very
Wait,
sad to
there's
tell you
more?
about it.
Wait, what?
more.
There's more?
There's more.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You need to start killing
It's
people.
really funny. Like, it's stressful to put up with because you don't want to put up with it. It's like, okay, get off my ass, but it's just in a vacuum, looking at it from a third-person perspective, it's really funny.
Hello,
Pretty
all
good.
of our 3 viewers that have shown up. Welcome, and thank you for showing up.
Why'd you do that?
Because I hate you.
Stop showing up. Why'd you show up? Stop doing that. Get out of
See
here.
if anyone shows up.
I did it specifically to bother you.
Well, mission accomplished. I'm very bothered.
I can't believe how fucking short this game is. You've already gotten through, like, the first third of it, at least, in the last
Game
stream.
fucking sucks.
Do I need
didn't
that
wanna say
emerald
it.
for anything anytime soon?
Huh?
So look like
if it has a
this...
delete, if it has a delete icon, you will never need it again. You should probably get rid of it.
away.
No,
You
these
can actually
jewels. The
delete it.
green and the red jewels.
You know what? You've passed the point in the game where you're gonna need those. Don't worry about it.
Oh look, can I shoot that flower here? Can I shoot the plant?
No, you should pick it up.
If you want to waste ammo trying, go for it.
But can't...
Anyway, the red and green jewels, weren't they in the original game used to open up the clock tower?
That sounds right, but here they're used to open up like a small item kind of near the beginning of the... It's like there's like a little box that looks like a clock at the beginning of the game-ish by like the train station.
Fuck you, seriously? I forgot about that.
And I think he could have gotten more inventory space out of it, like a hip pouch thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we have Katana's fans here in chat saying hi, Davil.
Hi. Thank you for coming.
Katanas are pretty cool. I can see why one would be a fan.
Yeah, I think the people are generally pretty cool, except for the people who aren't cool. And like the people who aren't cool aren't cool. But the people who are cool are cool.
Something about that statement.
Very nuanced take.
I don't know. I feel inclined to agree. I don't know what it is exactly, but it sounds about right.
Sounds factual.
Facts.
Door won't budge.
You know what's the opposite of facts?
Looks like it needs a power source.
Cat.
Anything you say.
That's just a theory. A game theory.
A game there.
I'm definitely.
That guy's
Yeah.
dead. That guy's dead and buried.
You should do a front flip in this
Wasn't he
sewer.
killed by the monster in Freddy Fazbear's Pizza?
Yeah, that's
You know,
what happened.
I wish it was him at the start, just so like the movie would have like you would have seen him get killed by the thing he helped create. Like it would have been a really nice. It would have been a very nice like fucking tinge of irony in that.
It would have been funny
That was
for it to
supposed to be
have him one of the
Markiplier.
guys who breaks into the.
Oh wow, we're really talking about the fucking Five Nights at Freddy's movie. How topical.
Fuck yeah, dude, go fuck yourself. That movie's fun.
Whiplash Effects is in chat.
I hated that
Greetings,
movie
David
so
and
much.
Nerds, how are y'all? Marvel
And,
DC Fan Reviews is here. He says, it's been a bit since I arrived.
It's been a bit since
Nathaniel Foga says, you guys good?
What the fuck was that?
Nah,
Hanging out with these.
I'm stuck with these two bozos.
No cap.
Watching
What's
David
good?
kill sewer monsters.
Yeah, we're just we're vibing.
David running around killing sewer monsters covered in vomit. I will admit the design for these is a lot cooler than it was in the movie.
Can I say how much I hated the Five Nights at Freddy's movie with my entire body?
That's really funny because we went to see it together. It was just the
We
whole
did.
gang.
The whole gang went to see it,
Oh,
and it
yeah.
was... I mean, it was kind of funny how bad it was, honestly. It was probably the worst movie I saw in 2023.
You know what?
Fuck you. It wasn't that
I had-
bad.
God, you don't watch enough movies. I had to
Fuck
like
you.
remember.
You're right.
I'm talking to him.
Oh. Are you talking to me?
Yeah, fuck
I was
you.
like, yeah, you're right. You're right. 2023 kind of came and went. I haven't seen that many.
Man, I
movies
tried
yet.
to be on your side, and you still said "fuck you" anyway.
I thought you were directing
Never
it to
mind,
me.
I'm with David now. It's a terrible movie. I'm not even gonna defend it. I'm not even gonna defend
Fuck
it.
you.
What you get?
I guess.
Combine that explosive A with the explosive B, and then make explosive C.
Pythagoras theorem.
God, I hate Pythagoras, man. Oh, Becky's here in the Chizat. What's up?
I remember there were several moments in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie that I was just laughing out loud at, like, serious scenes, because I was like, I see exactly where this is going, and it's the stupidest thing.
What scenes in particular? Because I was sitting not too far.
All of the flashbacks and, like, the dream sequences.
Yeah. Well, hold on a minute. Where were you sitting in relation to me? I think you were sitting
I
like
don't
just a seat.
remember.
I
I was
know
sitting
Phoenix
next
was sitting
to. I was sitting next to
He
somebody
was sitting
cooler
next
than
to
you.
me.
I was sitting next to Jackson too.
Ow!
Okay, so you were pretty like far on the.
I was on the other side of the line.
I'm
Probably.
you're
interested to see how the second one turns out because they said that they
They wanted
trying
to
to
like
take it
the horror of that one.
into account the criticisms of the first one and do more of a horror focus.
I
Because
really
a lot of people,
appreciate that, though. Not like, oh fuck it, this is what it is.
complained about that spot where they just start like making a pillow fort with the animatronics and the horror just
I thought that
completely
was pretty
drops out of the
stupid
movie.
too, yeah. I thought it was a fun movie, but yeah, that
Like
kind
I
of
get
shit
the
is, like,
the idea is you're supposed to remind the audience that the animatronics
They're
are the
kids,
ghosts
yeah.
of children. And so they would do a childlike thing, but they just became like too friendly. Like it just
it
became
kinda
hard to
became
be scared of
a whole
them
nother-
after that.
It lost the sauce a little bit, and then it regained it by like the very end. But at that point, you were like, "Wait, hold on a minute. Are we what? Okay." And it was this very like weird whiplash effect.
Yeah, and then I also fucking Matthew Lillard is not in the movie nearly enough. He's in the movie for like 3 minutes, and it's the best 3 minutes of the movie, and like that's.
I'm still
should've leaned
deciding if
harder
I
on
think
that.
that's a big deal for me because I didn't mind what screen time he did have. Like,
Well, I
because,
get
okay,
that
look
it's
at it-
supposed
look
to
at
be
it
like
from
he's the
perspective of
twist
someone who
villain,
has
but
not
like it wasn't a
played the
good
game, so doesn't
twist
know the
because you don't
story.
Is
remember
it okay
that
if
guy
I
by the point he
discard
comes back.
the explosive A? Is that like plot relevant?
No, I mean you could use it for ammo for explosive rounds. It would be good for killing those big monsters in the sewers.
But like I have like 0 inventory space, so like there's like a battery
Well, that's why
pack
you
here.
go
item
offload
box.
some stuff in the item box.
But I don't know if
Back
I
to
can
your
get back to it right now.
You fucking responsible
Of course you
adult
can.
for once and manage your inventory
Of course
like a goddamn like a
See,
normal
this is the
person.
worst part of the Resident Evil games. The
Oh, the
inventory management.
gameplay? The
Feature, not a
fucking
bug.
game?
It's a feature, not a bug. It's supposed to be fucking designed that way. You having to run back is supposed to add to the tension because of how fucking limited everything
You
is.
gotta make the blocks line up. Fuck
It's
you.
not scary though. It's just a pain in the ass.
No, it's not scary.
You're a
It's
pain
meant to
in
be
the ass.
tense, and that's supposed to add to the horror factor.
It's
You're an
not
asshole. My
intense.
fucking friend. Okay, I watched my friend play the entirety of number 1, where you brought up that complaint many times, and that was the one thing that made him so fucking scared the entire time. Was, oh shit, I don't want to have to run back because I don't want to have to deal with fucking Crimson Heads or zombies. And he was like shitting his pants the whole time, going, oh fuck, is there another way I can do this? Oh shit, oh man. He was shitting himself. That's part of the horror. You're supposed to feel tension, and that adds to the tension.
God,
Cunt.
I'm dying. I'm dying.
It just sounds like he's incontinent and he needs to talk to a doctor about that.
I think I need to take you to a doctor. Oh wait, hold on. This is perfect. Pick up the little thingy and then combine it with explosive A.
I'm gonna combine it with explosive B just to. It won't let me.
Oh, I guess I'm fucked.
That-
It's been a while since I played this. I thought you could
That
combine
killed
them.
me. That was the way we both got. As soon as he said that, we both just tore into
We
it.
both got so
We
fucking
both got
mad.
so upset.
It's okay for you guys to be wrong. I just want you to know that.
It's okay for you to be wrong, David. I want you to know that, buddy. I want you to know that it's okay for you to be wrong.
And fucking William goes, "You're an asshole."
It's okay that you're. I appreciate the level of level of emotion that you have
I
about
don't want you to
this,
appreciate
and
shit.
I
You don't
respect
deserve
your
shit. You
truth.
don't appreciate shit.
I also
Fuck you.
Patronize me, you fucking mass bastard. I'll destroy
but
you. I'll find you.
I still I still
from Lim.
maintain stick to my own truth in this matter.
Okay,
You have your truth, I have mine.
We were having
Set
this
this guy
conversation
on fire.
with my friends a little while ago, and the idea of your truth, the way that everybody uses it, is so fucking stupid, and it makes us all mad. Personal truth exists, but it's just the way that people use it. It's so stupid. It's like, okay, just admit that you're wrong. Stop trying to rationalize.
No, no, it's my truth.
Yeah, William.
It's my truth.
William.
Fuck yourself.
Admit that you're wrong.
No, it's my truth.
Chat, should we kill David? Should we just fucking kill David right now on stream?
I recognize that my opinion is controversial, but it's also correct. You hated me because I told you the truth.
Bro, think he's Jesus. That's okay.
I am, though.
Oh my god.
Whiplash Effect says this was nice to get off work. Well, hopefully
I hope you have a really nice, chill, relaxing evening, and that our screaming at each other over dumb bullshit helps you unwind.
yeah. And if it doesn't, then
If it doesn't, then sucks to suck.
yeah, I just fucking said that. Thanks.
You just said those exact words.
Fucking cunt. There's something really funny about like me just popping off at David like that. Just getting unreasonably mad at him.
For fucking like no reason and just like balling up. I think that's why these streams only. I think they work best when it's like the three of us, because we all bring very different energy to it. When it's just me and David, he just kind of says stupid shit, and I go, "Oh yeah, really?" And he goes, "Yeah."
Oh,
and I go,
yeah?
"Okay."
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And then
Yeah.
when it's just William and I, we just kind of like agree too much. I think there's a nice level of conflict here, where sometimes
Fucking
I get
agree too much.
Well, you and I, whenever we hang out and it's just the two of us, I feel like we very rarely have any disagreements about anything. We're just always like
I don't
on the
agree with
same
that.
page.
Case in point, just now.
Unless it's work related.
The fuck you mean it's work? I'm not getting paid for this shit.
No, I mean like the fucking whenever we're working on a project, I'm like, you should cut this corner, and you go, no.
Okay, no, that's a complete fucking like oversimplification of things. It's not about cutting corners. It's about you going, oh, but you should do it this way, and I'm like, I can't. This is the way to do it. It's like, oh, but cut corners. It's like I can't. This is not something to cut corners with.
Bitch. We're behind schedule.
I gotta put a character in a pose. Oh, but can you cut corners? So, like, how the fuck do you cut corners on putting a character in a pose?
That's not what I asked you.
I mean, not lift his arm as much? Like, how do you do that? How do you do that?
It doesn't need to be Hollywood quality. It just needs to be good enough.
You're conflating. You're conflating the fucking point.
You conflate my fucking my dick.
You mean inflating?
No, I mean fellating.
God. Okay, well. It was funny till you said that. Now it's just sad.
I'm still sick.
Yeah, how's that going, by the way?
I'm fucking terrible. I don't know what virus is going around. What fucking
T-virus.
Resident Evil T-virus bioweapon is at my goddaughter's
David, you can put
daycare.
so many things in your inventory, by the way.
Slaps top of the roof of inventory. You could put so many fucking things in this inventory.
Hey, Phoenix is here. Xavier, stop dying, she says.
Oh, I'm trying. I'm trying, little boss.
So, if I did want to say that if I have not pissed off William enough, I have some hot takes about his favorite movie of all time, if he would like to hear them.
Okay, hold on. What do you think my favorite movie of all time is?
It's obvious. It's Iron Man. The first Iron Man.
Oh, don't you fucking go there, cunt.
Oh no. I don't think we're ready for this.
No, hold on. I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
I don't want to hear this.
Okay.
I feel like this is
So,
violent.
I've been reading
Oh, Jesus.
there's a book out called about the history of the MCU. So it's all about this journalist, and she's talking about
Oh my god, my mom is in the chat.
how it started and how the Marvel thing
Hi, Mom.
got going. And my hot take is that the production.
No one cares about your hot takes.
I think that although Iron Man as a movie works, all of the bad habits that would lead the MCU into its current downfall started in that movie. That's my hot take.
Okay,
That's
I agree
not a
with
hot
that a
take.
little
That's
bit,
just
actually.
fact. But here's the thing, though. It's got nothing to do with that movie. Hold on a minute. It's got nothing to do with that movie explicitly. That's just Marvel looking at this movie going, you're telling me if we don't put money into pre-planning, then it works? And they just fucking took that as like a lesson.
It's like,
You're
no,
telling me that we can
lessons from that.
We got such a good director that we dodged a bullet with that one. They kind of took it as like, oh, we can cut costs by doing this.
And we also all forgot that it did not work for the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, well, that's a completely separate movie. But 100%, you're right. Like Marvel
That's
just
because
did
no one
not learn
on
that
set wanted to
lesson.
listen to Edward Norton.
Marvel just did not learn that lesson. It's a Marvel problem, not a fucking Iron Man problem.
Ah, you got it.
Yeah, that's what you fucking get for talking shit about Iron Man, cunt.
And I think that while it's a solid movie, it has some problems that would only get worse in every single one of the sequels.
Okay, but we're talking about this one movie. I agree, the sequels are just not that epic. I don't like Iron Man 2. It's by the same director. I love the director, but that movie had way too many studio appearances.
Like
Iron Man 2 sucks dick except for like 3 scenes.
considering the slop that came afterwards, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, comparatively, everything can be good. Comparatively, like, the worst fucking TV show, movie, game, whatever, is good when something worse comes up. But
also,
like,
I really wanted
actually
Xavier
sucks.
to
It's
see
a bunch of people talking, no source, and then you have like 3 scenes where something happens, and you go, "Oh wow, wish we could have gotten that for more of the movie."
Wish there was more
but it's like
scenes
the
where
fucking
things are actually
you're like
happening.
the final 10 minutes of the movie.
Hey, Zach is here.
Hey, Zach.
Zach.
Even if the MCU became what it is now, I don't think it's the fault of the first movie, but lessons. Well, it's the lessons they didn't learn from it is more like it, because they didn't learn shit.
It's
That's kind of what David is saying.
It's the wrong lessons.
I can appreciate the death scenes in RE3 remake, not doing that stupid flickering thing that their RE2 remake did. Yeah, that was irritating. Whenever you get killed in RE2, the screen starts flickering. It's like, I can't tell if it's supposed to be censorship or some kind of poor attempt at stylization, but it like fucks up all the death scenes in that game.
Iron Man 3 is probably the most overhated one. I agree, but I don't like. I would not put that one over Iron Man 1, and I wish they went a different route with Iron Man 3. I like Iron Man 3.
I wish that they had just decided to keep that lady as the villain instead of like pussing out of it.
I wish
they kept Mandarin as the villain instead of pussing out of it. That's Iron Man 3 is just a bunch of let's puss out of it.
No, that one lady. The villain was supposed to be a woman in that movie, and then they were like, can't sell an action figure of Madame Mask.
Oh, wait, she was supposed. That's actually
the lady
cool.
that's
I would have preferred
Aldrich Killian's fucking sidekick was gonna be the
Maya,
yeah. That was what they were gonna do, and then they like cowered it out for some reason.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that even more, actually. Fuck. Because, like, what we ended up getting was, like, a half-assed attempt at kind of doing both, but never really committing to either. Because, okay, here's why I don't like Iron Man. Iron Man 3. Is because Iron Man 2 is not overhated. The reason I dislike Iron Man 3 isn't because the plot is bad, is because it edges you on, right? In, like, the worst way possible. The whole trilogy of the Jon Favreau Iron Man movies was it's gonna build up to Mandarin. They wanted to make him like the first villain. They were talking about him, but they were like, just for a number of reasons, they said, "Nah, we're not doing that." But in the original movie, like the fact that the 10 rings is a thing that exists alludes to him already. But in the script, they were gonna like draw more like visual like comparisons and ties to the actual Mandarin. Like at one point, Obadiah Stane was gonna pick up like one of Mandarin's rings from like that bald guy that he fucking paralyzed that was like trying to strike a deal with him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like,
he put that paralyzer.
In the script, they
him.
make it a point to like highlight. Okay, he leans down. He notices a ring, a red ring, on his fucking like on his ring finger or pinky finger, or whatever. He notices it, picks it up, and walks the fuck out of the tent with that on his finger. And if you look at the movie, at that scene when he's walking out of the tent, he's actually wearing it. So they cut the scene out where he takes it off, but you can still see him wearing the ring. It wasn't there before. It wasn't there before, but that was part of the like they were making it a point to build it up. So by Iron Man 3, he would have, I don't know, he would have either already or he would have faced Mandarin in that movie, like actual like fucking fuck you up with my cosmic rings Mandarin.
I think ultimately,
but that didn't work out because Iron Man 2 is such a shitty fucking mess that Jon Favreau was like, fuck this, left. So they got Shane Black to do the movie. And when Mandarin was like fucking brought on board, it was like, holy shit, he looks sick as fuck, he's intimidating as fuck. Then they like they get back out of it. He doesn't do shit. He just says a couple of speeches, blows a bunch of stuff up, but like you realize it isn't him.
Trevor Slattery is a classic character. I'm so happy they brought him back for Shang-Chi to just be fucking annoying and in the way.
Yeah, dude, that fucking sucks. I hate that so much. Shang-Chi Mandarin is not, like, the real deal. He's not like, oh, wow, that was worth it. He was not. He was so stupid and annoying.
They've spent all these decades through the, waiting for a proper Mandarin adaptation, then even that guy is like, he's a cool character.
Yeah, Shang-Chi did not make up for it. Shang-Chi was just like, we're gonna attempt to, like, give you what you want on the surface level. Where he just got, like, he's got a bunch of things that give him power, but, like, they're done completely wrong. Like, why is he wearing 10 bracelets?
Apparently, it's a lot of the problems with doing Mandarin the way that you have to is that there is some inherent similarities to the Infinity Stones, and
I don't give a shit. Comparisons, make a thing.
Like, have them be like, oh, this is kind of like the Infinity Stones. Like, just say
Oh,
is
he's
like-
got a
this is like-
flamethrower!
This is the same like fucking mentality that brought us to where we are with Ms. Marvel, the TV show.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
it's-
this is too
can't have
similar to
two
Mr.
stretching
Fantastic.
guys.
Let's just do something different. Like, no, this is the character. Eat a dick.
It can use weapons?
Oh, it's so annoying, dude. This is my fucking love-hate relationship with the Iron Man movies.
You ever notice there's a weird pattern of them like sidelining and fucking up all the ethnic characters so that they can make way for a different character who's white?
I think that's like completely unintentional, but yeah, it's kind
There's
of becoming
it's in there though. That's a thing that's
It's in
happening
there
now.
though, 100%.
you can't say it's not happening.
I can't say it's not happening. I just don't think it's intentional.
I know. It's probably.
At least I don't know. I would like to think it's not intentional.
I just think
I don't think it is intentional.
when in
Make-
doubt,
let's-
blame
I'm
Ike
not-
Perlmutter and Avi
I'm very
Arad.
passionate about this subject. I will not calm the fuck down.
When in doubt, blame Ike Perlmutter.
Dude,
You know
fuck
what?
that
That's
guy.
very valid.
Yeah.
Ike Perlmutter is a piece of shit.
I wish Iron Man actually fought his arch rival. Yeah, dude, imagine.
I love his little tentacle rope things. Those are so cool.
Those are pretty cool.
And
Yeah.
he used to like grapple hook around. Yeah, I like that. I just wish Nemesis was in this game more. He's so cool, and he's like not in this game that much compared to how he like was in the original. He was fucking right up your ass for so much of the
Making
game.
him bracelets or whatever is fine, but taking away the individual power elements is pretty lame. Kinda, yes and no. I don't like that they completely redesigned it. There's no reason to. Like, the rings are iconic in and of themselves, and then you turn them into like generic-looking bracelets that all look the same. In turning them into bracelets, you have, like, by proxy taken away the individual power elements. Because it's like there's no
Well,
identifiable...
no, but like they're
like,
also
they-
supposed to. Each one does a different thing, and they
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
well, I
But,
guess
like,
he's-
by
I
not
guess,
making it
I
look like
guess
each one
Nemesis
does
is
something,
just
you have
gone
no
now.
reason to make them do something.
I guess Nemesis is
doesn't
just
care now.
gone
You
now.
have time to look at the item box. Yep.
He's just gone now. Yeah, I guess.
Hey,
You
Joe,
see what we're talking about? Is he just like he just fucks off, and you're not scared anymore because you're just like, oh, all right.
You've completed the
Yeah.
scripted sequence. There's no reason to panic.
You've completed the scripted sequence where he's chasing you. Now you're not in any more peril. You can just chill out and do your items, and then go restart the next scripted sequence where he shows up again. And
Yeah.
it just feels like
Oh, hold on,
you know,
David,
you
look at
don't-
the scar. Never mind.
you don't have that
That
helpless
sky looks
feeling.
cool with the
Like,
movie on the clouds. There you go. That looks sick. I like that.
Is this like a
Nighttime
boss fight
moon
now?
behind clouds is like fucking goated me.
what are you, Ed Boon?
Apparently.
You know what? That's fair. Can you say get over here?
Get over here.
No one could say it as good as him, and it's like fucked up. Like every time someone says it now that's not him, it doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
They never got a guy to say get over here as good as the one they recorded for MK4.
That's true. That's true. Please at least tell me you're all excited for that one. Which one? Oh, Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Curious, like it
No, I would
it
say-
looks like it could be like awesome or terrible is the thing, and I'm like worried about it. Like I really want it to be good.
Ryan
like, the
Reynolds
first
recently.
Two Deadpool movies, they seem to really understand what to be going for. I mean, sometimes the Ryan Reynolds-isms stick out a little bit too much, but for the most part, they're pretty solid. Especially Deadpool 2.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how you'll feel about that now, but I got a chuckle from hearing that the other day. But apparently somebody found like a QR code in one of the Deadpool 3 trailers. And when somebody scanned it, it took them to like an unlisted YouTube video where Ryan Reynolds was talking about like the movie. And he was saying,
Oh, yeah,
something along
that
the lines of,
voiceover.
This is like just a mindless fucking like action schlock where we just have fun, stab each other to death, make fun of Disney, swear a bunch, make fun of everything. It's not that deep. You guys can go into it expecting.
He said, let us lower your IQ, let's have some fucking fun. And, you know, I think
I appreciate that. I can respect that.
the honesty in that. It's like, we're not trying to make high art, this is a dumb movie, let's just have fun with it.
There's a
I
very
can respect
thin line between insulting your audience and saying something like that.
The audience sometimes deserves to be insulted. It's alright.
Yeah, sometimes. Everyone who likes Iron Man 2. Sorry.
Shut
and
up!
Everyone
Fuck
who likes
you.
Iron Man. Everyone who likes Iron Man.
I like a grand total of 3 scenes from that movie, and that's fucking crazy. You gotta go fuck yourself.
Everyone in chat, yell at William.
Everyone in
My bad.
chat, do not yell. Support me. That movie's generic schlock. It doesn't do anything cool except for like the 3 scenes that Jon Favreau had control over.
Andy Tartakovsky fucking storyboarded that cool fight scene in the.
I know, dude. That shit's so cool. Hey, Phoenix.
The fucking suitcase Silver Centurion armor is awesome.
It's so sick, dude. I love that.
I like when Rhodey and Tony beat each other up.
I was having a conversation with you the other day about it, but I fucking love how in the first 2 movies, every like single suit that Tony Stark wears is drawn like it has direct parallel and is like directly influenced by a suit from the comics, if not like slightly remixed and altered just for like cinematic purposes. Like the Mark 1 is the Mark 1, Marks 2 and 3 are supposed to be the Pentagon armor from the comics, Marks 4 and 6 are meant to be the Extremis armor, and then Mark 5 is supposed to be Silver Centurion. Like just all the iconic Iron Man suits are just in that movie, and I appreciate that so much. I seem fun at parties. I actually am. I don't know if that was
For real
supposed to
though,
be
he is.
like
Everyone fucking he visited from Australia, and my whole family loved him so much they still talk. They're like, when's William coming back? When's William coming back? He's so fun. He's so cool. He's like a gentle giant who's always smiling. My aunt said that about you.
oh,
And my cousin.
that's very fucking hard. Like I appreciate the fun.
My whole family really likes you. Not like David. Everyone's like, oh, don't bring that guy. Oh, no.
Yeah, I can see it.
Don't say that shit.
The smelly guy? That smelly guy that poops his pants all the time? Like, yeah, he has a
You like
problem.
lessened the blow, but goddamn.
Is he
Pants
you know the
sometimes. Not all the time.
A little bit of the time.
A little bit of the time.
just a little bit as a treat.
Yeah,
Oh, my mom says she likes David.
Yeah, I like David too. David's cool.
I love David.
Like,
I shit on him
cool when
because
he's
we've
not,
been
like,
friends for
spewing
so
shit
long.
takes.
He's cool when he's not
spewing
fucking
shit takes.
annoying me to fucking get on the stream. Oh, we gotta stream Resident Evil 3. We gotta stream. I'm like, David. I wanted to play Resident Evil 4 because it's a way better game, and he's like, no, we have to play 3 because it sucks.
And then Xavier's like, I wanted to complain about politics instead of having fun playing a video game.
I'm gaslighting him and just saying shit that actually is the complete opposite of the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also love Xavier, except for how stubbornly he refuses to watch Babylon 5.
You know what? What's it on? It's on fucking Max, right?
It was. I don't know what it's on now. I think it might be on Tubi even.
It's on a lot more stuff now. It was more annoying to go look for it when it was only on shit like go90.com.
Yeah.
But
I remember
how
that.
about tonight, in honor of David, my friend, who died in that horrible pants pooping accident, I'm gonna finally watch an episode of Babylon 5.
Died of
Don't
defecation.
start.
Wow.
I did what I had to.
It's like you hear about people like playing the game Oregon Trail and they all die of dysentery.
No?
That's what happened to David.
Shit, dude.
I did.
Yeah,
just-
literally. For real, there was a lot of shit.
There was
People in the chat were talking about Iron Man Armored Adventures. I think that show is goated. I fucking love that show.
I need to sit
Like,
down
okay,
and like watch that show
surface
again.
level, like thing aside of he's a high schooler, like that aside, it's a fucking great show. I love that.
I like how it looks exactly like fucking TNAS.
So I have a
Dude,
question for you.
No.
Did the wasn't there that like Iron Man spin-off show with the girl? Did that come out on Disney Plus?
No.
Iron Man
it's
Were
still
they
not
making
coming
that?
out.
Armored Wars?
No, there's two. Ironheart was supposed to have a show, like re-release.
Yeah,
was
Ironheart.
supposed to have a show.
That's it.
That still has not come out.
Because like
I
to be
They
fair, I
might
have not
stopped,
watched.
canceled that.
Because like to be fair, I have not watched
Yeah.
a single superhero show or Disney Plus MCU show since WandaVision ruined my
The
life.
only ones that I think are worth watching. Only ones I think are worth watching is just the Loki season 1 and 2 shows. Every other show is forgettable as fuck. Oh, and X-Men '97, but I'm not counting that as like an.
That's
MCU.
not the MCU.
No, but it's like a Disney Plus show. But
I was saying the Disney Plus MCU show.
yeah, okay. Yeah, they all suck except for Loki.
Loki's pretty good.
Hold on. MCU show.
I never
Am
finished
missing any
season
other
2.
ones?
It was like annoying me how it started, and then I didn't.
Oh,
watch
you know
it.
what? Hold on. Daredevil is now.
And that's
considered
my
part of
fault.
that. Watch Daredevil.
Daredevil's good.
Daredevil's good. It's now.
I am not excited at all
Like now,
for
officially an MCU show.
the Daredevil reboot for Disney Plus. I'm not excited at all for that.
They had to reshoot
reboot.
the whole thing almost.
Yeah, it's not a reboot anymore. It's a continuation.
Now it's just a
The
direct sequel.
continuation quote.
It's so weird to me that it took them that long to go, wait a minute, people like the old show. We should just like follow
Wait a
it up
minute.
instead of just throwing all of it away for no reason.
Hold on a minute. You're telling me people want to watch what they like? Fuck.
I never would have guessed.
I don't believe you.
Taboo! Shit, chill.
Kendo, you're all right.
Yeah, all right to stretch.
I don't believe that people like the things. Watch. I don't believe that people like what they like.
What do you mean overrated? Everyone bitches about
No,
She-Hulk
overhated,
constantly.
overhated.
Oh, I thought someone said overrated. I was like,
No, I said overhated.
That's good thinking.
She-Hulk's alright. I thought it was funny. It was just kind of dumb fun.
It was fine. Look, it was
I mean,
fine.
it's a comedy show.
It's-
It's trying to be funny.
What's wrong?
It was
Nothing,
fine.
Just
There were some
You
episodes
know
where
what?
I'm
I
like,
was
"Eh,
I was
I
thinking
didn't care too
about
much
this,
about that."
and I know the
There were
exact
episodes I was like, "Oh,
moment.
this is cool."
Don't worry about me. I'm
I know the exact moment when the MCU lost all interest to
Who has
me,
guns
and I'll
with
tell you
around?
what it
Oh
is.
no.
Don't do
It was the end of Captain Marvel
that's
when
your
they
job, right?
revealed that the Avengers are named after Captain Marvel.
Take care, Jill.
I would have thought
I
said
forgot.
something like it was where they fucking revealed that Nick Fury lost his eye because a cat scratched it out.
That
That's
it was
pretty
like
bad.
all that same thing, the same, all of it together.
Just that entire movie.
That entire sort of moment where it was like, it just felt like such like a middle finger to the audience. Just everything that they were
Yeah.
doing was just, it was so just consistently just connections for the sake of connections without any sort of logic or reason
Yeah.
behind them.
Yeah,
So
I
I
don't
just
like
thought
that the MCU took this down.
it was when the MCU stopped being like, oh look, these characters are gonna team up and that's cool, and they started being, oh, this is just gonna become homework.
Yeah. Well, this is like my main problem with the MCU, and I think Iron Man 2 kind of started it, where it's just like, well, I don't think it started it, but it kind of like
It's-
planted the idea that it's okay to do, because
Focusing too much on the next movie and not the one you're
we
working
gotta,
on.
yeah, it's like, let's focus on what other movies we can advertise in this movie, rather than just making it okay, what story can we tell about this character in this movie?
Because then you get stuff like that scene in the first Ant-Man where it's like, okay, and then we have to establish that he knows the Avengers for a good 30 minutes in here.
Yeah, and he has to like team up with one of the Avengers, or like do a scene with one of the Avengers members, because it's in the same
And it was-
universe. You remember that,
And
guys?
then
We don't want you
it
to
started
forget that.
becoming this thing where especially the post Endgame movies, each
Yeah.
movie had to spend like 30 minutes of the running time catching you up on what was happening after that movie. Like,
Yeah.
how they connect that to what happened in the big one, and it really felt like, oh, so it's just ruined the individual stories. These connections have become too ponderous and too big to actually.
Yeah.
It's become too connected for its own good.
I don't think people realize that what made the Avengers special, those team-up movies special, is that all the other movies just kind of almost made you forget about the fact that they're all in the same universe because you're focusing on the individual character. And then when they all come together, you're like, oh shit, whoa, that's cool.
Well, it also
When
it was also
every movie's trying to be like low-key its own like fucking event movie where a bunch of characters are teaming up and sharing scenes.
Well,
in
yeah,
that
it's
one
like
movie.
it's the problem with comics. It's the thing I hate about comics is when you're
event
watching.
books are the worst fucking books. It's just like,
You're
okay, we
trying to read someone's solo book and then they get fucking pulled into an event and then it just completely stalls everything that stops it all dead in its tracks. And it's like, okay, now everything I was interested in Spider-Man doing has to stop. So I have to go read these fucking 20 straight issues of this other thing to know what he's doing. And then because it has to be, it's like mandated that it has to have consequences. I have to read that stuff because then it has this major effect on his solo book. And I'm like, well, wait, why is this all happening now? Like, if you're like reading J. Michael Straczynski's Spider-Man and then Civil War just fucking stops you and it's like, all right, you gotta go read all this Civil War shit because it completely ruins what's going on in Spider-Man.
Yeah, because the next issue, you're like, how the fuck did he get that suit? What the hell? What's he doing in like Avengers Tower now? What the fuck? Or Stark Tower?
Why is Aunt May like mostly dead? Why is his identity public? Like, you gotta go read Civil War.
How did that happen?
You're not
What?
gonna know what's gonna happen in ASM.
Yeah. But it's such a big problem in the movies because at least in the comics, you can like take a second and take your time to sort of, okay, pause what you're doing, read the other
But like, yeah, now the MCU is.
But now in the
recreating that
movies, you
problem.
kind of have to like, yeah, you have to stay on top of that shit. You can't just like, oh, this is a character I remember reading in the fucking 2000s. They're making a movie about him? That's so cool. And then you go to watch that and it's just like referencing 20 other movies. It's like, hold, what the fuck? Like, you gotta stay on top of that shit now, otherwise you're not gonna understand anything.
You can't watch any of the MCU Spider-Man movies like by themselves
Without having
really.
seen any of the Avengers movies or any of the TV.
Well, or you have
Captain
to watch
America, Civil War is not a Captain America movie. It's a fucking Avengers movie with Captain America.
Yeah, but technically, in order to understand what's going on in the Spider-Man MCU trilogy, you have to watch a Captain America movie and 2 Avengers movies to get the whole picture.
The whole
And
picture.
which so it's like
Monsters on my ass again.
I'm like trying to watch these movies because you know they were doing Spider Monday,
Me
so I
too.
started taking my sister to every Spider-Man movie. And I wanted to like catch her up on everything so she could watch No Way Home. And don't spoil No Way Home in the chat or in case she's still watching. But like, the idea was I was gonna catch her up on all the Spider-Man movies, like all of them before watching No Way Home, so it would have more impact. But then I realized, oh shit, she's also got to watch Civil War and both Avengers movies, and there's so much shit going on in there, and so many characters that she does not care about or has not seen their like solo movies. I'm like, that's just gonna like derail the whole fucking marathon, is because now it's like, yeah, you got to do all this homework and go watch all this Captain America movie now to understand what the hell's going on with Spider-Man. And you can't just watch the Homecoming and Far From Home and No Way Home trilogy without also watching that other stuff.
And like, it wasn't always that way, because the earlier movies, like, I never watched the Hulk until like much later, but I was able to understand who he was in the Avengers.
Well, here's the thing about the Avengers 2 is it does a really good job of reintroducing the characters in a very quick way. Like, it's okay. This is what Iron Man is. He's a rich guy who has the suit of armor, who has the secretary, and he does a bunch of stuff. He's a real cool guy. And then here's the Hulk. Oh, he's just some doctor who is fucking wanted and hunted by the U.S. government, who has like this thing. Whoa, what's this? Like, he's got a secret. He's trying to like maintain something. What the fuck is that? And like, it does a really good job of, if you haven't seen those movies, it kind of keeps that suspense of what's he hiding? What don't they want him to like turn into? What the fuck is that? Like for new audiences, like if you haven't seen the Hulk, it's like, ooh, I'm interested in seeing where that goes. But even then, it's just like,
David's gonna get hit by the fucking rolling head.
yeah, I'm looking at the stream and like fucking tense. I'm like, what are you doing? But it does a good job of reintroducing the characters and kind of like maintaining that tension so that you're interested. So it doesn't 100% rely on you having seen the previous movies. And that's something that they kind of lost their touch with knowing how to do. Because in every other movie that comes afterwards, it's like, okay, well, just watch the
most
other
insulting one for me was Ant-Man 3 Quantumania, because they were supposed to be like introducing like the big bad villain at the next like stage of Avengers movies. Of course that didn't happen, but still, like, that's not what I liked about
Ant-Man is a small-scale heist movie, which was what was cool about it.
Yeah.
Remember when it was supposed to be directed by Edgar Wright?
I mean, I enjoyed the sequels. Like, I enjoyed them even when they weren't directed by Edgar Wright. They were fun.
I mean the first one.
The first two. Yeah,
I wish I got to see Edgar Wright end.
I think I'm happier with Edgar Wright making his own projects and not being attached to...
sure. It's just
Not stuck in the machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, you know what? One of my
one-off movie to see how
it was really funny, like, how long this Ant-Man movie has been in the works, because I was reading this book in one of the it was one of like the first 3 movies that they were planning to make, because so they had Iron Man, Hulk, and Ant-Man was the first 3 projects they were planning, like when they started Marvel
Because
Studios,
they wanted to do the actual
in
original
2006.
Avengers lineup. Yeah.
Because that's when
Like the Avengers lineup from the actual first Avengers.
Because that's how long Edgar Wright had been working on that movie before he left it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Like almost
that's
9
actually
years?
that ties into Iron Man 2,
Yeah.
because the reason as to why that came out when it did is because like they had to rush it. Like, oh, Ant-Man isn't happening now. John, get your ass over here. We're making Iron Man 2 now. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, serious already?
Yeah, literally.
Carlos,
They were literally workshopping the idea still. They wanted to make a demon in the
Thanks,
bottle.
Hey,
And
you
like
saved my ass first.
just the insinuation of that kind of
Little
tells me that they were
braver than me.
wanting to kind of delve into the PTSD side of things in that movie as opposed to Iron Man 3. Because he goes through a lot of shit in Iron Man 1.
Hey, you'll be
And the only way that story would make sense in a sequel is if you're addressing the shit from the first movie.
What about you?
not from the start.
And I love the
I
sound of that
wouldn't be
so
catching the
fucking
train.
much. It sounds like it would have had so
Why
much
not?
source, but
No, there'll be new orders.
like they had to pivot for so many reasons, and that makes me
If
so
it means I can help save the city,
Some of them are like pretty
It's not
valid,
me.
but a lot of reasons are just like, man, that was perfectly avoidable. Why'd you do that?
It was so I'm reading this book, and I want to get to the ending, but there's a little anecdote I saw on Twitter, which is why I decided to go and read the book. So apparently, at the Marvel offices,
Good work. Your
Kevin
reputation
Feige
is well
like
deserved.
gets like bronze
Get
like
inside. The subway's
plaques
about to leave.
of the Rotten Tomatoes
Carlos,
scores
you
of
had
all
your
the
orders. You
MCU
need to go
movies.
back out into the city
And puts that on the
find
wall.
Nathaniel Bart.
This isn't the last ride out of town.
That's actually
Yeah.
Don't worry, once the civilians are safe, the train will be back.
Isn't that kind of funny how
it's all
like
right, you're going ahead.
you can
I'm not
still
gonna die on you in a cold, cruel, Carlosless world.
you can
Okay.
be like the producer of
You'll need
the
to
highest
find your
grossing
scientist.
media franchise of all
Vaccine
time
research could save
and
us
still
all.
be that insecure.
I know, it's kind of pathetic.
You see? You're learning. Any life that matters is your own.
Like, I'm just
Look.
trying to like picture him going out of his way to like fucking
Let's go.
get those things manufactured so that he can hang them up on the wall. Like, it isn't even like an award thing. He's just awarding. This is like that image of the guy, like Barack Obama giving himself the medal.
Yeah,
That
I got a
like, you're
good.
not winning them.
Pencil push.
3D printing them.
Still
Like,
alive,
it's
are you?
relax. It's
Hey, do you
not
know what
deep.
the highest rated Marvel Studios project ever has been?
It's
What?
gonna be like a very unfortunate answer. What is it?
Or something else.
The highest rated thing that Marvel Studios has ever put out
Funny how brainless.
X-Men 97.
Ambush.
You know what? That's awesome. I love it.
I was gonna say Howard the Duck.
Most deserved thing.
What you think?
Well, okay, what about second to that? Like in the actual MCU, not like Marvel.
Oh well, yeah, like not in MCU stuff. I don't know.
I don't know, and I don't care.
How is this?
Okay, I thought you were gonna tell me like an MCU thing. I was like, oh, here we go.
This way.
Black Panther
Nikolai,
1.
what are you doing?
It's not after you.
And then
It's alright.
and it's only just barely a tick above Iron Man.
Oh, okay. We need to change. Can we make up a change? No,
Well, no, can we just get another Rotten Tomatoes review of Iron Man and just fucking flip the books and get it like 2% higher?
I don't have a problem with Black Panther. I think it's a solid enough movie. I just don't like how they kind of... I use the word nerf, but hear me out on this. I don't like how they nerf T'Challa's character in that one. Because in Civil War, it was all business.
He
super
was so
serious.
fucking mean and so cool.
Even before his father died, he was all business,
Subway's
super
gotta be
serious,
clear of
right?
the
He's
city
like,
by now.
I'm a fucking king. I'm here on like diplomatic missions.
And then as soon as he
and
was
then
the main
that like got
character, he
amped
had
up.
to be a
That
silly
got
boy.
amped up after his dad died.
Anybody.
But then in Black Panther, he just kind of quipping the whole time, like not even with like, you know, his friends or his sister or whatever. He like with everyone, like his personal guards. He's like quipping. He's like being silly and witty. It's like,
Yeah, like he became like.
give your character some
kinda
seriousness,
arrogant.
man. He doesn't. Why is he doing that all the time?
This is the police station. You sure?
That is kind of weird.
Looks
When
like
you
a
watch those
cemetery
two
to me.
appearances back to back, he feels so different.
And it's not just Black Panther, by the way. This shit happened with Spider-Man as well. Like in Civil War, that motherfucker was like awesome. Like if that was his entire characterization throughout the MCU movies,
And then in the
I would,
next
like,
movie, he's like,
I would not have a problem with that.
You know, I was thinking about that a lot
And then
because
the little guy that trips on his balls and goes boom.
"He's silly little guy who tripped on his ball."
you know, I was
Silly
thinking
little
about
penis
that
man
because
tripping on his
I
balls.
saw because I saw recently. I went back and I watched the first Avengers movie, and it was sort of shocking to me how much that first Avengers movie, the characters are so distinctly written
They're
as
distinct.
different
Yeah.
people, and then you go to like the Russo brothers Avengers sequels, and they're all just quippy
And then-
people.
Every character talks like Spider-Man now,
Yeah, and like
except Spider-Man who talks like Morty.
because they did that super bad with like what was his name with Hulk, to the point where he's unrecognizable.
Where'd that cop go?
Yeah.
Don't know, don't care.
It is so
They did
unfortunate
Hulk
what's happened to
so
Hulk in the
Our
movies
intel's
in the
still
last
worth it to him than
fucking
Bard's in the
like 10
Star's
years,
office.
15
All
years.
Find him
quips
and
more
take him
than
into custody.
Spider-Man. Yeah, that's how you know you have a
And
character. is when
it's
the
so
most
annoying 'cause he
serious
had, like-
character quips more.
He had like the darkness in him that in Hulk, because he talks about like
Hulk is
attempting
supposed to be
suicide.
kind of a tragic, sad, fucked up character, and they just
Yeah,
never
dude.
really got into that as much
And they
as
made
they
him
could
die.
have.
ass over here.
And then he's like, yeah, he's dabbing and he's like having a good time, and he's got Mark Ruffalo's face on his big Hulk body, and he's just like
So
a
this
chill
This
dude.
is an absolute
really
win.
Like find and detain.
Yeah,
Good to know.
I'll open the shutter so you can get through.
Ugh.
You stay here.
Diego's
and find out
awesome.
what's
You guys
going
should
on
go.
here at the station.
Did you see Diego reviews? If you don't know who that is, go watch his videos.
Hey,
He's getting into the more nostalgic, like fucking iPhone apps, and I'm all here for it because
I fucking
I
love
remember the
Pocket
days in
Heroes.
2012 where I was on the fucking iPad scrolling through the App Store, and then seeing that Dark Knight.
William's
I
an
never got it.
iPad baby.
Crack this open.
I was like fucking. How old was I? I was like 11.
You're an iPad baby.
No. But anyway, that game is nostalgic to me, even though I haven't played it.
What the hell was that thing?
So seeing that a video made on it is pretty cool.
2012 being nostalgic is crazy.
It is. It really fucking is, isn't it?
It doesn't feel like that long ago, but it is.
Couldn't have been a zombie.
It is. I was like having one of those like fucking. It's not even a morning thought. I don't know what it is. I guess it is a morning
Shower
thought. It's like
thought?
a shower thought, but like you get.
By the way,
In the morning.
Angela in the chat asking, no, David has not played this game before. William and I have, but we make it a policy to not backseat game him so bad.
Julie's
so we
making
usually
fun of me, dude. Fuck you. Back in my day, you had rotary phones. Yeah, well, Fuck you.
Well, back in my day, we had. I don't know what we had. But we had it.
How about I rotate my foot in your ass?
I lived through 90s things too. I'm not that young. I went to internet cafes and had the fucking the old dial-up phones as well. I know what those are like.
Right. Big, warm RPD welcome.
I had a Game Boy.
David has not
Like
played
the
this game
classic
before.
black and
William
white
and I
ones.
have several times each, but we both don't want to backseat
copy?
game him, so we
There's
just
something real
like
nasty
kind
in
of just
here.
talk about other
I don't know what it
bullshit while
is.
he just tries to figure it out.
Well, I asked for a lot more help in Resident Evil 1 because that's a much worse game than this.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! You bitch! I will destroy you. I know where you live.
Yeah, but
Cross
have
the
you
line.
been? But you haven't been there in like 10 years. You haven't been to my house in so long. I'll bet you don't even remember where I live.
It's by a train, I think. That's all I remember!
Gabriel, I think your mom's the reason that I won't visit her. She's still laughing at me.
Tell your mom I said hi.
Mom, text me David's address so I can go beat him up.
We're just not acknowledging what I'm saying. It's okay. It's alright. I see my
What did
worth.
you say? What
My
did you
worth
say,
in your eyes.
Wilbo?
I see what. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, it's okay.
Hey, I
It's
want
okay.
to. I want to.
I know where I stand now. I see where I stand now. I see where you.
I want to
placed me.
pay
It's
you
okay.
your dues. I want to give you
No,
the
no.
benefit
It's
of the
okay.
doubt.
Hey.
I want
I
to
understand.
include you in this
Hey,
conversation.
Hey, it's okay. I'm just a little iPad baby. I get it. It's fine. I get it. It's fine. Look, I understand. Hey, look. I get it. It's
The
fine.
more you say
There's
it, the
rumors
funnier
that
it is.
Resident
I'm
Evil
just
1 is
glad.
getting
I'm just
another
glad we can
remake.
be honest about this now. I'm just glad we can. I'm glad we could be transparent, and you could tell me how you really feel.
You know, I agree. I think that they should just remake Resident Evil 1 again, and just keep remaking Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 again until the end of time. You know, give away
Until you get it right.
Stop with this Resident Evil Biohazard or Resident Evil Village crap. Just keep remaking the same 4 games until the end of time.
I think so. Get it right. Will Resident Evil Code Veronica get a remake? Dude, I wanted them to remake that over Resident Evil 4. I think, okay, you have to meet 2 conditions before you can
the actual
make,
Resident Evil 3.
You have to meet 2 conditions before you can make a valid remake. The original game has to be fucking unplayable by the masses to where you need to remake it for like a lot of people to experience it properly. Or for just people in general to experience it properly. The second condition you need to meet is it has to be more than 3 fucking decades old. It's like modern day, like right now, the shit that you need to remake has to have had come out in the fucking 90s.
Locked.
For that remake to be valid. If it comes out in the 2000s or anything in the last 2 decades, then
it's
you're
too
remaking
recent.
for money. We can see through that now. It has to be in the last 3 decades.
They didn't need to make a Dead Space remake, but I'm glad they did because it just kind
There are
of
some
reminded
exceptions to this
people.
rule.
It reminded people that franchise exists.
Yeah,
For just
look,
a
there are
hot
exceptions to
second.
this rule. Dead Space Remake is one of the best fucking examples of that rule being broken and it working so fucking well. I love Dead Space Remake.
I love the Dead Space.
Well, you know what I
Every
think?
time I recommend Dead Space, I recommend the remake now because it's basically just the same as the first game, but it's better.
Should we play that on one of
think there's,
these
like,
streams at some point, maybe?
Very minor things that are not as good, and they're very small.
Yeah,
Should
it's
we
just like
play
voice
one of
acting here and there.
the Resident? Should we play one of those eventually at some point?
The Dead Space games, I'd be down for that. I love those
I'd be
fucking
down.
games. Dead Space is my favorite game ever.
I want a Silent Hill 1 remake. Whoa, the Whiplash effects, buddy, do I have news for you? They're making a Silent Hill 2 remake.
These stars.
Because that's the popular
isn't that
one.
sick? Isn't that cool?
Oh look, Brad Vickers.
Oh.
He died.
That guy was the fucking MVP of the first game.
He saved everyone.
He was
and then he
circling around the
immediately
fucking
dies.
mansion for hours on end, being like, "Anyone still there?"
He did not leave you guys
He did
behind.
not
He was
fucking
floating
leave
in that
until like the
helicopter.
last.
He was
He
saying,
stayed there
"I'm
till the
about
end.
to
He
run
had
out
no
of
reason
gas.
to.
I'm not gonna leave."
He had no reason to stay, but he did anyway.
And then he waited, and then he picked everyone up and saved all the heroes.
I wish Silent Hill
cool
games
guy.
were all $200 to get hands on a copy. Oh, how do I say this? There is Will YouTube like? Okay, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not in the YouTube sphere. But can I say?
Are you
what
worried
what
that people will emulate your actions?
Yeah. I don't want
People will-
someone to.
Perhaps
Look,
will
I'm not
emulate the
encouraging
things that
anyone
you've
to
done.
emulate my actions, but if you wanted to get a copy of the game,
There are ways.
there are ways.
That are not
But you
legal
cannot
and that
say-
you should not do.
Yeah.
There's no reason to feel down, especially when you can load the game onto a. Where was it? I don't know where I was going with that, but just download the fucking emulator.
Wow. Wow. I see how it is. Wow. You are pressuring my impressionable audience. My vast impressionable audience
Commit
into
a
committing
Nintendo
crimes.
crime.
They're coming out with another. They are? Apparently, they're coming out with another Silent Hill movie.
Yeah. From the director of the first one. And it's going to be adapting Silent Hill 2.
Didn't they already do that with the second? No, they did. The second movie adapted the third movie, didn't they? Oh, that's so bizarre. But hold on, but one is adapting Silent Hill 2.
No, the first Silent Hill movie was adapting Silent Hill 1, but it was putting stuff from 2 in it just because it looked cool and people... Because 2 was
Recognized it.
Yeah.
Kind of fucked up shit. With the cops.
I already emulated it. I'm just a physical media collector. You know, I can respect that. I can respect that. Physical media is the fucking best. This is gonna sound so petty. I know
Zach
one of my
used
friends...
to work at Nintendo. He was the one who had to find people making Mario fan games and personally shoot them all.
Zach
He was
a
also
nut.
the guy who screwed people's thumbs off if they made Mario porn.
Yeah, Zach was a fucking narc. Zach's the guy that reports...
He was
the
walking around in a trench coat with a big silenced pistol on his belt.
Yeah.
And he had sunglasses, and he had a fucking Nintendo badge in his pocket, and he'd pull it out right before he shot people.
What is he, Wesker? You described
Yes.
Wesker.
He's just like a scary
He wears a
government
trench
G-man
coat, has
spook,
glasses,
but he was
has a badge,
fucking
has a
working
gun
for
that-
Nintendo.
Well, that's
Also,
not
dude,
what you have
fucking
to
playing the
do
first
to
Resident
join
Evil.
it.
This is like a quick
That's what
little
you
like
have to
fucking
do
segue.
to work for Nintendo. I'm just saying, you have to be a stone cold killer.
I guess
They-
so.
they
But
do.
just a
They
segue off of
test
that,
you.
when my friend was playing Resident Evil 1, he played the Jill playthrough. I made sure he played the Jill playthrough, and he completely was just like, he fell for the little what do you call it, the switcheroo with Barry and Wesker.
Oh yeah, where they really want to
fucking
make you
Barry's
think
so
Barry's the
sus.
bad
I
guy.
hate Barry. What the fuck is up with Barry?
It's not a
It's
switcheroo.
like,
the
yeah, dude,
word
that
you're
guy's sus as
looking.
fuck. But why is he always trying to help us? Because I
Red
knew that at one
herring.
point he had to choose.
Yeah, red herring.
between
That's the
saving him
word
and
for
killing
it.
him. What's the word for it?
Red
I think
herring.
that's prejudiced and disgusting. That the way that they talk about people who are suspicious and committing evil acts as red herrings. I think that I don't like that terminology.
I think it's perfectly
Fuck you.
legitimate.
Okay.
That's really
Guess we'll
funny.
be doing this
actually.
the explodey way.
But you know what the thing about red herrings are? At the end of the day, they were all fucking innocent.
Oh man, I was gonna make a joke, but I don't know if people are gonna be receptive to that, so I'm not gonna do that. But just know that there is a joke to be made here.
That was character.
What was I saying? Yeah, okay. He fell for the fucking Barry switcheroo thing, and it was really cool to like fucking witness him reacting to that. But I also wanted
I
to make
did
sure
when
that he
you
gives him
played
the
it.
gun at the end when he goes to like when you face off against Lisa.
Yeah.
So I kept going, yeah, dude, that guy says as fuck, but like he keeps helping you out. What the fuck's like, what's up with that?
Wait, how do
Dude,
I?
it's funny because
Okay, quick. How do
there
I
were a couple
turn
of
on
times
the
where it sounded like I
thing
was
here?
getting him like to soften up on Barry, but then the fucking cutscene where you hear him talking to someone about,
Oh, the batteries are
killing
missing.
the stars. I don't want to kill the stars. I don't have to kill the
He's
stars. That
betraying
kind of shit.
you over through the
Yeah.
door.
That fucking came up. He's like, what the fuck? Like he was like, what the fuck?
Barry.
Yeah, and it was so fucking fun. It was so funny to just like go through the entire game trying to soften him up in a way that doesn't immediately give away the answer of, okay, he's actually innocent. And I managed to pull that off to like so fucking well to where I kind of made him want to get answers from Barry. So when it came time to decide whether you give him the gun or not, he was like, I was all right, sit with it. Hold on a minute. What are you going to do and why do you want to do it? And he was like, I don't trust Barry, but I also want to get answers from him, and I couldn't do that if he dies, which I think will happen if I don't give him the gun. Which is like what made him want to give him the gun.
Good instincts, that guy.
Good instincts, that guy, yeah.
How did I handle that? Did I do it well when we played that game?
No, because you basically like, just give him the gun. It's like, why? I wanted to throw it away. Like, give him the gun.
Ah!
Why? That's not why should I? For what reason? He's like, just give him the gun. Just give him the gun. It's like, okay, so I guess Barry's innocent. I guess it wasn't him.
Well, I just knew that Wesker was evil, so.
You had like a little bit more prior knowledge.
I don't know how you knew that.
I feel like there's a lot of fucking memes of Wesker.
Well, also, I'd watched like clips of like the Resident Evil movies on Twitter and all that.
Oh yeah,
on YouTube.
he's the main bad guy in those.
So I was like, yeah, he's the bad guy.
Thanks, Paul
That's
W.
why
S.
the
Anderson.
Resident Evil movie went out of its way to make him so pathetic. It's so that when you play the games after seeing the movie, there's no way you could predict the twist.
You won't even know that he's a villain.
Well, I mean, you know that he betrays.
I don't think he actually even ends up being a villain in the movie, does he?
No, he's just like a his role is what Barry's was, except he's more pathetic and slimy. Because at least
like
Barry
Burke
didn't want to
from
do it. He was just
Are you talking about Welcome
had
to
his
Raccoon
family
City?
fucking taken hostage.
Yeah.
Whereas Wesker in the movie was just like doing it because he gets money, like a cut out of it. And at the end, he couldn't even commit to that.
I think he's actually commit to the Nintendo Hitman bit. I think that's pretty good.
Oh, I'm not even reading
Angels. It's for anybody to talk about Barry and Natalia from Revelations 2. Revelations 2 is fucking awesome.
Revelations, all of them are fucking awesome.
Both Revelations games are really good. The second one more so.
One thing I'm very proud of about me introducing my friend to these games
99.
is that he wanted to start with 7, but I convinced him to start with the first one instead. And from then on, he was like, oh man, I'm so glad that I did that. And I've been running and trying to pressure him into playing all the other ones, all the way up to 7. And it's working. Like, he seems so fucking down for that. Like, you know what? Fine, yeah, sure, I could do that. They all seem really fun.
You know, you appreciate 7 more if you know where the series came from.
I guess so, yeah. Also, I remember we were talking about that. I was telling you about all of that, and you were saying something about, like, there was a note from the first game that talks about the roots. What note was that again?
Oh, yeah. I was
I
saying
don't
that
think-
Resident Evil 7, you appreciate Resident Evil 7 more because they go to this, like, kind of back to our roots approach. Because, like, 6 goes off the deep end and is just insane and stupid. It is, like, nothing about 6 resembles classic Resident Evil at all. So,
Which is fine.
You get the back to basics approach for 7. If you know what the basics are, you get more excited because you're like, oh, here's a room with a fucking broken shotgun and I gotta find shotgun and
I thought
switch
you were
it out.
talking about, like, okay, I see what you're saying. I thought you were talking about, like, in canon lore roots, like, as in someone was talking about going back to the
No,
roots.
I
of-
just mean like the actual style of the gameplay, where it's like more.
I see what you're
more
saying.
backtracking. It's like more limited location. That's more like
Yeah.
claustrophobic, and You're a lot more
Yeah.
alone. You're not a big, cool action hero doing backflips in that game at all.
Yeah. Oh, this is really
Like,
funny. Cyber was saying that he was gonna get crucified for this, but 7 was his entry into it. Do you want to know what my entry into it? Don't jump the gun. Do you want to know what my entry into 7 was? It was fucking Resident Evil 8. and the entire reason as to why I got into it is because everybody was talking about the big booba lady, and I had no fucking idea what like the entire series was about. But I saw everybody hyper-fixating over that character, so I decided to watch the entire game just to see what it was about. And then I told Xavier about it, and that's how I got into the entire fucking like game series.
I was like, no, I gotta take you back to the start. And then that was like when him and I started like really like sitting down and just playing whole video games.
Yeah, we smashed them out in like a fucking month.
That was cool.
I'll bet you
I
guys
feel
also.
very nostalgic for the time where we just played Resident Evil 2, like all scenarios of it back to back for like a week.
That fucking exhausted me though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm done with the game. Oh, I have to like play it all over again? Damn.
Just
Did you
so for it to be
also-
like a little different.
Did you also
Yeah.
smash?
Yes.
Oh, good. See, you did everything.
What my friend and I have been doing is he's been playing the Jill playthrough. And, okay, because the Chris playthrough gives you a different scenario. Like, the ideal in-canon events of the first game lies somewhere in between the Jill playthrough and the Chris playthrough. But he...
Somehow Barry
initially
and Rebecca both survive.
Yeah, but, like, they don't really show you how they do that. They just kind of show you, like, the respective endings. Like, in Chris's endings, Chris, Jill, and Rebecca survive. But in Jill's ending, it's Jill, Chris, and Barry survive. And in either one of the playthroughs, you don't know what happens to the other side character. So, like, the ideal actual in-canon scenario story lies somewhere in between. But
One at a time, take a
because I knew these differences, I tried to get him to play the Chris playthrough after that. He wasn't too into it. But I was still trying to convince him. And it sounded like it was working. But I also got nostalgic. So I was like, fuck it, let me just play the Chris playthrough. And I was doing this thing where I'd play it from the start, and I'd get up to wherever the fuck he got up to in the Jill playthrough. And I would stop until he made like further progress in the Jill playthrough, and then I would catch up to him in the Chris playthrough, just to show him like the differences between.
Oh wow, that sounds like a lot of work, but also, I mean, that is pretty cool.
It was very fun. No, it was very fun. I enjoyed it because he got something out of it, but I also got something out of it.
Because you could show him all the stuff with like Rebecca and like the game is harder.
but I could also
it has,
just
like
play the
extra
game again.
mechanics.
And
that's-
yeah, there's that, but I could also just like fucking play the game again.
Fair enough. I can respect that.
We might do the same with Resident Evil 2. This is something that I was wondering.
Hey, the different scenarios for that are so different. You might as well just play it. Like,
that's what I was gonna ask.
you
is
get,
how
like, a
different
whole
are,
extra
scenarios
story.
A and scenarios B. Like, because you know, it's you know how you play with Claire as like scenario A, right? But then you play Leon.
Leon.
Is that like scenario B of that same? Like, is scenario B compatible with scenario A? Like, is that the new game plus?
Yeah, that's how it works. Is A goes with B,
How different
and then
is-
vice versa.
Yeah, how different is Leon B to Claire A versus
Very,
Leon
like,
A?
extremely.
to Claire
They have completely different boss fights, completely different items. They go to completely different areas.
Then what I might get him to do is
Leon A and Claire A are very similar, but otherwise, you should do it. You should just have them play both.
okay.
I think the ideal playthrough is probably Claire A, Leon B.
Oh, thank
Yeah, okay.
God. You
So
know
start
how
with Claire
long I've
A?
been trying to reach somebody.
Yeah,
Don't worry,
that's
we're
what I
gonna
would
get
do.
you out of there. Just tell me where you are.
'Cause I was gonna
I'm
get
trapped
him
in
to
a
start with
goddamn
Leon
hospital
first because it's
surrounded
more
by every kind of
narratively
abomination.
significant.
Look, just send in stars. They're gonna know what to do.
No, negative. RPD's overrun too.
Then figure it out. Umbrella's gone crazy. They're killing all the researchers. I am the only one who knows how to make the vaccine to stop the zombies. So you can either sit there with your dick in your hand or send somebody who's capable of getting me the hell out of here.
I like him already. Yeah, you would.
I like how just horribly unpleasant that guy is.
You heard what he said. And we can't turn him over to the company. That's not our
Take
call
care
to
of your
make.
dick in your hand.
That's Mihail's call. I'm
All
gonna
right,
check the
fine, I
computers so
will.
I can trace the doc's location.
Starts jacking off.
Then the other guy's like,
Jacking
Carlos,
off out
what
of
the fuck?
spite.
Look around, see if you can find anything useful.
You don't turn off the webcam and he just gets really confused and disgusted and you're just making like deadly eye contact.
Yeah.
That's how you assert your dominance, Carlos. That's how you'll prove that you're the alpha.
By jacking off.
Yeah.
Jacking off on the haters.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, I'm on Twitter right now. Just like kind of quickly browsing, and apparently EA just rubbed, just removed somebody's games for no reason.
Sounds about right.
Oh, are we at that stage now? Are we at that stage where
it's
your
like
digital
Battlefield
library
5,
is just...
It's Dead Space 2, Dead Space 3, FIFA 19, FIFA 20, FIFA 21. And then one of the people that I follow goes, in quotation marks, why does everybody refuse to use non-Steam launches? Like, ugh.
I hate how much you don't own your video games.
This is why physical media fucking rules. That's why I'm like
you
holding
seen,
off on getting until it comes out on physical.
Okay, so as a
Yeah,
a
I'm doing
library employee,
Yeah, what's up?
and somebody who deals with the fact that
Derailed.
older people will come
Is
into the
anyone hurt?
libraries and
Jill?
ask for like certain movies to come in, and certain movies
Wait,
just
what?
aren't
Jill?
available anymore
Jill, what
because they're not released on digital.
Jill, come here.
Killers of the Flower Moon DVD.
T, I gotta go. Do what you gotta. I'll take
I-
That's
care of it.
insane
really
to me
annoy
is
that.
you can't watch Killers of the Flower Moon anymore.
It is
Like,
not
it's
on
just-
digital, so you had to have either see it on streaming or in the theaters. And I saw it in the theaters. It was great, but
And it doesn't have a physical release and it's not on digital, so it's just
no,
gone?
no, it's on streaming on Apple.
Oh.
That's the only
On
place that you can find
Apple?
it. Yeah.
If it's on Apple, it's also on the very funny legal sites, which in this climate of this industry, I fully condone and support.
So I am going to say it is not legal, but it is moral to rip a copy of Killers of the Flower Moon and copy it onto a DVD and give it to your elderly neighbors.
So that the old people in your family can actually watch the fucking movies. Come on.
Yes.
Gabe Newell is
Carlos? Come in.
like, okay, Valve
Carlos?
is so out of touch with making games. Like they're just completely off the radar. But Gabe Newell was so fucking real when he said this. He was like, piracy is not like is more of a servicing issue than anything else. The only reason somebody would pirate something is if your service fucking sucks.
If it's convenient, I will spend the money on the actual thing.
Absolutely.
If it is on, I don't like going to the funny pirate site with the numbers in the name. I prefer, I'll just look for it on Amazon, and if it says it is on Amazon for free, but you have to watch some ads, I'll go, oh, that's fine, I'll just watch the ads and I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'll put up with
And I
that.
will support that movie, right? I'll put that. To make sacrifices. Oh, you know, it's on like Hulu and maybe it's got some ads, but whatever, it's fine, I'll watch it. I don't like pirating. I would much rather get it the official way. And so
pirating is like
sometimes
a desperate measure. It's like, okay, if you're not gonna give me what I want, fuck you, I'll get it my own way.
well, that, you know, that's the resort after I have checked every stream, and I have, I think at this point, because my family is always sharing passwords, I think we have every streaming service now. Like someone's
so,
paying
yeah.
for
I think you do.
one of someone's
Or like-
paying for one of all of them, right? And you
Or like-
sometimes there
or
are
like,
days where it's like,
when
don't
you
watch a
you
movie
pay
from the 80s.
Like you start paying for like HBO Max or whatever because it has like Babylon 5 on there, and then Babylon 5 disappears on there, and then what are you supposed to cancel
like,
your
why do I even
subscription
have this?
and watch?
What the fuck do you do?
Yeah.
Same thing with like video game media. Like you cannot get any PS1 games anymore unless it's like digital, which fuck that. Or if you have to like shell out like fucking 200 minimum bucks to get something that came out like in 2000. It's not even 2000.
That
Like
the
fucking
classic
90s.
versions of all
You
the
cannot get
Resident Evil games were
Silent
still
Hill.
accessible.
Yeah, you can't get the classic Silent Hill. You can't get the classic Resident Evil games anymore without like fucking just literally selling one of your organs. And the only way you can get them is by pirating them via emulation. So, like,
Give us an
fuck do people
option
expect?
to not
Yeah,
pirate it, and we will take it.
Absolutely.
You know, I remember it was like, there's this YouTuber called Abigail Thorne who does like high budget like philosophy YouTube essays and stuff, and she's like talked about this on Twitter, like she wants to like license a song to put it in her YouTube video, and has the money because she has like a big enough Patreon or whatever to pay for it. So, and she said like these companies make it so hard for you to give them money.
Yeah.
I've actually looked into licensing music for a video before too, and then they basically said no, fuck off.
Yeah.
I would, if I could afford it, I would happily even pay music licensing to put them in videos.
Yeah. It's
so
anybody
it's so
who
funny
says that
'cause
capitalism is the best economic system needs to explain that to me, because there's literally
That no one wants me to pay them.
Well, look, because the point is that like it's supposed to be the most efficient allocation of resources, right? Well, why is there so much waste? Legitimately, so much fucking waste in this system. And I don't know if your mom is actually listening to this because she might disagree with me, but whatever.
Well, she's a financial advisor. She might have some actual insights.
Financial advisor is not the same as knowing what economics is or what I'm talking about. But
Damn,
yes.
bro,
She knows how to. Shit, you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Those are two different skills.
She knows where you live, even if I don't.
Respond.
Yeah, what's up?
We didn't make it.
David's gonna
Wait,
get
she knows
killed.
where you live even if you don't?
Yeah, I forgot where David's house is, but I think she still remembers.
Oh,
it.
I thought you were talking about yourself. I was like, what the fuck?
She's like dropped me off a couple of times back in the day after I hung out with you.
Wait, what?
She could kill you.
Well, she'd most likely kill me, but she would kill me, but most likely just for cutting my hair.
Someone's asking in the chat, hey David, have you ever considered opening donations to streams, or does YouTube block that for small channels?
It's my channel's not big enough.
Damn it. Yeah. It's really hard to get a second channel going. I have a second channel and no one fucking subscribes to it.
Well, it's also that, like, I don't really use my main channel that much anymore. And, like, this is a thing that I can do given my other responsibilities, and I don't want to sort of... I think it's best to sort of build this up on its own, but, you know, if you do want to, like...
Alright, fight the big alien man!
But I don't have my, I don't have my stuff.
It's a Xenomorph. It's the dog
Bit your boobs off. Like, it gulped the titties off. That's crazy.
I don't have my, like, rocket launcher or anything, I just have the shotgun and the handgun, so this is gonna be a little bit tricky.
Yeah, dude. Somebody's asking anything. Yeah, Xavier and I, kind of.
Yeah, William and I are pretty into that.
Into what?
Like collecting action figures.
Yeah, they're enough of nerds to do that.
No.
I only do it for like characters I really like.
He's always nagging us. He's always giving us the negative energy. He's always making fun of us, calling us names. This is support us.
I think that's you. What?
Defending him now? This guy has no fucking... He doesn't believe in anything. He has no morals. He just will side with whoever.
I have no loyalty to anyone or anything.
He doesn't believe in anything.
What was that Dracula quote? Dracula quote 3. Let me quickly look it up.
How many boss fights have I done with this guy now?
Maybe Dracula did 4 actually.
This would probably count as the second. Did you leave your rocket launcher, or did you leave the grenade launcher
Yes.
in the item box?
Yes.
Okay, I mean, if you die, you could just go get it. Probably.
I found the quote. I have no morals or belief system. I have no spirituality or anything that gives my life meaning or structure. They ask me to shoot, I do it. I have no character.
That's you! That's you!
That's me.
Agent of Chaos.
I'm the Joker, baby.
Can you go
Did
back
any
to
of
the
you
item
see
box
that
and get the
like
fucking
independent
grenade launcher? Is that
film
a possibility?
that just got released? Did any of you see that like really independent film called The People's Joker?
No?
A friend of mine told me about it, and I saw the trailer, but I have not watched it. But it's like an
Have you heard of this,
unauthorized
William?
Joker parody. Yeah, it's an unauthorized Joker movie parody about a trans man.
Yeah, in like
who's
New York
emulating the
comedy.
Joker.
You're about to take a nasty fall.
And it's got like a trans girl Joker and trans mask Harley Quinn.
And yeah, a friend of mine was saying that he saw it in like a theater very recently. And actually
Oh
got
no! I'm still back! I'm back here!
Oh, you can't get your rocket launcher. You look like such an idiot right now. Nemesis is laughing at you.
Bro fell in his balls and went boom.
He tripped on his balls!
Fucking on-screen Spider-Man. Get off the ball!
He's a funny little penis man tripping on his ball. That is one of the funniest things I've ever said for a fucking video. I think that is amazing.
You've been saying that before the video.
I know, it was something I just kept saying all the time, and eventually I decided to put it in a script finally. It's so juvenile, and that's why I like it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so stupid. But fuck,
Pretty
is it
fucking
funny.
stupid. Sometimes stupid can be funny. They don't have to, they're not
Yeah.
mutually...
This is why Beavis and Butthead is still going strong.
Sorry.
Jesus, dude, I heard that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was waiting
Fucking,
more
you're
of an
gonna get-
immediate reaction, but when I didn't get that, I started reflecting.
You got sad? You fucking realized that you said something mean?
Yeah, I was like, oh, maybe I went too far with
What Ronald Mitchell said in the chat.
Yeah, funny little...
But it's the 18-foot tall Nemesis.
18-foot-tall Nemesis creature. 18 inches of Nemesis, dude.
The Whiplash effects. I do still have my superhero squad, but they're at my dad's house.
Yeah, I've seen them. They're pretty fucking sick.
He built like a little display shelf for them. And he keeps most of them. Sometimes he'll put a string around them and use them as Christmas ornaments. Because they're small enough.
Hey, fun little thing for you guys. Maybe you can go hunting for it on Xavier's videos. But if you look really, really close on one of his videos, I'm gonna say which one, you can see me holding something. I'm very visible in one of the videos. You just have to look very, very close. Do not tell them which one it is.
You know what's actually crazy about that is I forgot which fucking video.
Oh, I know which one it is. I'll fucking DM this one. Don't read it out loud or anything.
Okay. Spider-Man Games Retrospective Part 2. Man, that's old.
So you know to me.
How was that? Okay. I don't remember exactly the specific scene.
It was... It's not something I should say vocally. I'll
Because
tell
then
you
I'll
after.
give it away.
We'll talk about it more after the stream.
Okay.
But you can see me in the most, like, you wouldn't expect that that's how you see me, but that's, like, I'm visible in that way. In I'm not making much sense.
Find a way to stop
This will make sense when you know what I'm talking about.
I actually fucking...
But I'm visible in ways where you wouldn't expect.
Like his dick is in the frame.
Like my whole body. It's not in the way.
Is your dick not part of the body?
Well,
detachable penis.
David.
Detachable penis. Do you remember the song?
No, I don't know the song. I think I've heard.
I haven't shown you detachable penis. Oh my god! I'm so happy I get to hear your reaction to this.
I've
After
heard you
the
like
stream
sing it
plays.
once or twice. It sounds familiar.
My fucking wife is always singing this song. Here they listen to and talk about your reaction to this song.
I'm gonna pause it real quick. This gives me a lot of the In-Betweeners vibes, which as of recently...
Hold on, the audio's getting fucky.
My audio's getting fucky? Oh no.
No, like the audio on David's stream is getting fucky.
Oh yeah?
Oh my god, look! The fucking thing that he was on just then? That's a subtle reference to the fact that you'll never get to go inside of that in this game.
That clock tower?
Yeah, that's a subtle cameo to the fact that you'll never fucking enter that in this game.
You don't get the privilege of entering.
That's foreshadowing to the fact that it was cut the fuck out for no reason.
Foreshadowing that this game is like 3 hours too short.
Fuck this game.
They were just rushing through it to get it done because they were way clearly more invested in RE4 and
It's too hard to
Village.
hit while it's moving.
Ugh.
By the way, David, this part is so much harder if you don't have the fucking grenade launcher. Anyway, back to detachable penis.
Holy shit. Popping off.
It's like a jam, too. It's like, it's a good song.
I
on
love
top
the
of
synth.
everything
What the
else.
fuck? Oh, nice. Gonna rent it out?
I need to stop it in its tracks.
The background vocals!
Catchy! David, dodge! Yeah, you did it!
Yeah!
Right, let's do this. Suck it!
You don't have that gun that they gave it to you for the cutscene.
Carlos,
So
you still
funny!
there? Come on, you're gonna crap out on me now?
Oh, that's so great!
He's very silent.
Yeah? Who's silent?
He started watching William. He started watching Detachable Penis, and then it seemed like it changed his life so much that he just went silent. Bro is actually flabbergasted. Hey, look, Resident Evil 2 happens during that time skip.
I'm flabbergasted by...
Jill!
I don't know what.
Hey, answer me. God damn it.
What a funny ass
Tyrell,
phrase.
do you
too,
copy?
Flabbergasted. Like,
What's going on?
that just sounds like
Jill's been
something to
infected.
do with flatulence.
I'm taking her to the hospital.
Flatchagasted?
Maybe Dr. Bard can save her.
Alright, I'll meet you there.
Ah, you know what? Yep, that was life-changing for me. Hold on. Zach is saying that the audio in the stream is still buggy.
I got you.
Like, what audio? Our audio?
yours?
The game audio?
The stream, like all the stream audio, I think. Detachable penis. I just love like the background, like backup singers, like just quietly detachable penis. Not gonna lie, that
Fix
was
the
kind of
audio,
disappointing.
Daniel.
The song instrumentals popped off. Like they started with the guitar and then the drums started kicking in and synth. I was like, oh shit, I fucking vibe with that.
Well,
And then the rest of the song was just
I
this
have
guy
to wait
talking
until the
and
end of this
randomly
cutscene for
instruments.
sure. But I don't know what's
the
going
man
on with the audio.
talking?
Be okay.
He's describing the story of an ordinary day as a man with a detachable penis.
Yeah, but it drowns out the fucking instruments, dude. I want to hear more of that.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to quit and see if we can fix it. So give me a second.
Is it like the audio for the entire stream, guys?
It's
just
cutting
like-
in and out every second, apparently.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna end the stream and I'm gonna play around with the audio settings and then maybe start up again, if we want to,
Okay.
or we could just end it right now.
No,
We have been going for an hour and a half.
Yeah,
Let's start
so
up again.
let's see. I'm gonna